This is my childhood copy of my favourite game of all time. Pokémon Silver version. Original cartridge, not on the 3DS Virtual Console. And we're about to embark on a very special quest. Hello everyone, my name is Charlie Merriman. I'm merry by name, I'm merry by nature. I am a commentator, a caster for the Pokémon Video Game Championship Series, and a content creator. And just someone who really enjoys Pokémon. The nostalgia of it, new games, old games, the works. Pokémon Silver, I spent hours and hours and hours on when I was younger. This will be my first time coming back to it since then. This is a cartridge that is all ready to go for the start of this Dream Team quest. Now, for anyone who's not aware of what a Dream Team quest is, first of all, we have to explain what shiny Pokemon are. Shiny Pokemon have a 1 in 8,192 chance of appearing. They are, as that shows, incredibly rare. On a team of Pokemon, there are 6, as some of you may well know. A Dream Team is all 6 of those Pokemon shiny. Starting this at essentially the very start of 2025, we will see how long it takes to complete our Dream Team. But I love this game so much, no obstacle will be too great, and I don't give up. So first of all, we will be shiny hunting for Totodile, my personal favourite of the Generation 2 shiny Pokemon, first partner Pokemon. In terms of other targets, there are all sorts, and I'm yet to finalise the final 1 or 2, but I've got a pretty good idea of the Pokemon targets that I will be going for. And we'll talk more about that over the course of the stream, as well as catching up, hanging out as we always do. It's going to be a bit of a throwback to our Safari Week streams that I was doing last summer, for those of you who were around for that. There are various optimizations for this hunt that I've just brushed up on myself. So, without further ado, let's get into this quest. Got my camera filming my Game Boy Advance SP screen here. And hello Casey, welcome in. Hello Rani, welcome in. Hope you very much enjoy. Welcome to 2030, I'm still hunting this Totodile. 130,000 encounters down, I'm still not giving up. I should say that the chances are I will continue to hunt for this quest off stream. Just to give us a fighting chance of finishing in, you know, a decent amount of time. But anyway, I've just realised as well that my water I need to just reach over and grab from a table over there. Give me one moment. There we go. Stay hydrated, everybody. Having said that, maybe I'll take a sip. So, let us start a new game. It's going to be very special indeed. Alright. New game. If you're wondering what that original file was where it said continue, I started this quest over a year ago now, and then realised, hey, well, if I'm going to start streaming, let's put a pause there and shiny hunt on stream. Okay, some of you may be very, very familiar with this opening dialogue, but let's enjoy it. And yes, as you all know, I will be voice acting the characters. What? You woke me up. Will you check the clock for me? What time is it? Now, what time do we make it? If we make it nighttime, as it is right now, then I'll kind of be locked into hunting for nighttime targets. Let me just think about the targets I have in mind. Is that going to be an issue? I don't think so. I might make it daytime, you know. Might make it daytime. Hello, Ace. Good to see you. Welcome in. I think this is a stream that's going to appeal to you especially. So, let's make it... I think we can change the clock later on as well. Let's make it... Do you want to have the option for tipping over into evening? Let me see. Welcome in if you're just joining, everybody. We are starting Pokemon Silver, brand new save file on my childhood copy of the game. Very excited. And we're just deciding what time of day we should make it for the targets I have in mind. Okay, let's say... Let's say 4. 3. It's 3 in the afternoon, Professor Oak, so you've definitely overslept here. How many minutes? I mean... 0 is fine. 0 minutes. Yikes, I overslept. Hello, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokémon. Oh, I can move the keyboard, Ace. That's a fair point. In fact, I could move the mouse as well. Yeah, I'll move the mouse for now. There we go. It's a Terrapagos playmat that I've got. Okay. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Prof. This world is inhabited by creatures that we call Pokemon. In fact, I should have the sound up for this, shouldn't I? Oh. What music it is. Okay. I've just got to sort out... My wires got tangled from my headphones. I've got to put my Game Boy on charge. The inelegant ways that we deal with as streamers. There we go. Thank you for the luck, Ace. Johto hunting on only one system is a task you would not undertake. I do have a copy of Gold. I might end up doubling up on some targets with Pokemon Gold, so we'll see. Got your Battle Arena Gold symbol this morning, Riley. Welcome into the stream, by the way. That's incredible. You nearly start celebrating without muting your microphone. Hilarious. But congratulations. What an achievement. All right. People and Pokemon live together by supporting each other. Some people play with Pokemon. Some battle with them. I thought there was a third option there. That's why it sounded unfinished. I thought it was. But we don't know everything about Pokemon yet. There are still many mysteries to solve. That's why I study Pokemon every day. Now, what did you say your name was? Hello there, Mark. Good to see you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed Gen 2. It's my favourite as well. Welcome to the chat. Now, there isn't enough space for Chazingdra on these games. So... Charlie it is. Feel the nostalgia, everybody, with that music. Charlie, are you ready? Your very own Pokemon story is about to unfold. You'll face fun times and tough challenges. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. Doing some Dynamax adventures for Lunala. Very nice, Ace. Cool, shiny. Ultra Sun and Moon for some more Island Scan Delphox. Sounds great. Now, if I remember correctly, there isn't anything in the PC this time. In red and blue, there's a potion waiting for us, but no, not this time. Mailbox? No mail. Decoration. Oh, well, fine. We want our bed out, we want the poster out. In fact, do we have our poster? Is that the map, or...? Oh, it is the town map. Fine, we've got that. Alright, what's on the radio? It's Profolk's Pokemon Talk. Oh, we missed it. We missed it. Sorry, I'm late, late starting stream, everybody, by the way. It took on a little bit too much today. The latest episode of my podcast released. I'll talk more about that in a moment. So I was promoting that as well as... I had some commitments to complete earlier today as well, so pushed everything back, but I'm very pleased that we are starting this now. It's on the TV. Nothing, it's a TV. In case you weren't aware, that is a TV. Collection of Pokemon picture books. Alright, should we go down and see our mum? Let's kick off this adventure. Bedroom decorations is an ongoing, very long challenge. Oh, cool, yeah. What are they in Generation 2, Mark? Because actually, I'm new to that. I love all the side quests like that the Pokemon games present to us. Okay, our mum's voice. I made our mum American in the Brilliant Diamond solo run with Ledia, that I'm currently streaming. That's on Thursday, so see you tomorrow for that, 5:30 GMT. Maybe our mum in this game will be British. Oh, Charlie. Our neighbour, Professor Elm, was looking for you. He said he wanted you to do something for him. Oh, I almost forgot. Your Pokemon gear is back from the repair shop. Here you go. That jingle. Pokemon gear or just Poké gear? It's essential if you want to be a good trainer. Oh, the day of the week isn't set. You mustn't forget that. What day is it? Well, we will only be... probably, for the foreseeable anyway, only be streaming this on Wednesdays. Do we make it Wednesday? I mean... no reason why not to, I don't think. Wednesday it is. Wednesday, is it? Is it daylight saving time now? Is it daylight saving time now? Because we call it something else in the UK. Let me just check. Good question. Yes. Oh wait, it says that's summertime. So no, it's not. It is not daylight savings time. I'm actually using the feature to another Game Boy. Oh, I see. Dolls and Stadium 2. Oh, cool, Mark. Very nice. Yeah, that's fine. That's a good question, Ronnie. I feel like I might be wrong here, but I feel like it's more American to call it daylight savings time. We just call it, I don't know. Clocks forward, clocks back, summertime, wintertime. Not sure. Maybe we do, maybe I'm wrong. It's just not a phrase I've heard outside of Pokemon, really. Do you know how to use a phone? Go on, I mean, yes, but tell us. I'll read the instructions. Turn the Pokegear on and select the phone icon. Phone numbers are stored in memory. Just choose the name you want to call. Gee, isn't that convenient? Haha. Alright. Well, hello there. Yo, Charlie! I hear Professor Elm discovered some new Pokemon. I'll try and voice every single NPC. I can't guarantee that there won't be any repeats. We do call it daylight saving time. Oh, fair enough, Ace. There you go. Hi, Charlie. My husband's so busy. I hope he's okay. When he's caught up in his Pokemon research, he even forgets to eat. Don't forget to eat, everybody. When I grow up, I'm going to help my dad. I'm going to be a great Pokemon professor. Professor Elm's house. Ooh. Hello, lass. Pikachu is an evolved Pokemon. I was amazed by Professor Elm's findings. He's so famous for his research on Pokemon evolution. I wish I could be a researcher like him. What do you have to say? Wow, your Pokegear is impressive. Did your mom get it for you? I don't know if that's an insult or not, really. Probably not. We're just young. All there is to it. New Barktown, the town where the winds of a new beginning blow. You can say that again. A new beginning. Oh, who's this shady character? Ooh, we need to voice him. What voice is he going to have? Well, as in my brilliant Diamond playthrough with Ledian, our rival will be named after Benkiriaku, I think. I think he'll be named after. If you have any other suggestions for rival, Benkiriaku was my first ever opponent at a live Pokemon event. He's a fellow caster alongside me in the Pokemon Video Game Championship Series. So for now, I'll voice him as Ben, but if you have suggestions for what we should call the rival, which you don't have to do until much later after we get our shiny starter, first partner, then put them in the chat. So this is the famous Elm Pokemon Lab. What are you staring at? Got quite some force behind him, hasn't he? Just, we fly back. We fly back. Whoa! Elm Pokemon Lab. Oh, here we go. Ooh, this rival should be Lee. I do like that. I do like that, Casey. Yes. We can go for a Geordie accent. Rival? Pokemon rival? I love that suggestion. Thanks, Casey. And thank you, Ace, for that suggestion too. And you call it summer and winter time, Ronnie. Yeah, fair enough. You're the shady character. You watch me soft reset life. That's true. Yeah. Name each rival after fellow casters. I like that idea, Casey. Elm's voice. Charlie, there you are. I needed to ask you a favour. I have an acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. I feel like Professor Elm is a character who's always pushed for time, always busy, a bit head in the clouds. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It is intriguing, but we're busy with our Pokemon research. Could you look into it for us? I'll give you a Pokemon for a partner. They're all rare Pokemon that we just found. Go on, pick one. Here we go, everybody. Let's just check this trash can. The wrapper from the snack Professor Elmaze is in there. Well, at least there's something. I think Totodile's the middle one. It is. Okay, so we won't choose it yet, because we will save. Hello, Jack. Good to see you again. Welcome to the start of a new quest. Hope you're having a merry day. Hope it's about to get merrier. Silver Dream Team quest. So we save, and then the hunt begins. Now, there are some optimizations that I'm going to explain here. Here's Totodile. Yes, we do. I think that's a great Pokemon too. So it begins indeed, Casey. So we're going to say yes to a nickname. It is... Actually... Yeah, we can see it just about on the screen there. It's male. We want it to be male. If you press start, you skip straight to end. Females in this game can't be shiny, and I'll explain why in a moment. So, end. Then we automatically go back and talk to Professor Elm. Professor Oak lives near Cherry Grove, the next city. It's almost a direct route there. If your Pokemon is hurt, you should heal it with this machine. Oh, here's my phone number. Call me if something comes up. We will have to sit through this every single reset. But there you go. It'll make it all the sweeter at the end. So, now we can check our Pokemon. 20, that's good. It has to have a value of 20 for HP to be shiny. But it's not shiny. As you can see. I'm just doing a sanity check there to make sure. If it's shiny, in this top right corner, there would be sparkles. That's how we would know. This is not, but it met the other requirements. So, we reset. A, B, start, select at the same time. We increase our... Oops! That wasn't meant to happen. Why did it... Oh, I see. Ooh. I set the hotkeys up to change the encounters. But that also, I think... Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. I think. I thought it changed the scene, which it did because I highlighted the wrong thing. If I go over here or something... We'll see if that helps. Anyway, so... I'm not going to read the text every single time, Ronnie, no. Just the first time. You'll be relieved to hear. Hello, Rich. Thank you very much for the fingers crossed. We will need it. Welcome in. Always a pleasure to see you. All right. Totodile again. So basically, let me explain some of these optimizations. In Generation 2, where shinies were introduced, it's determined by certain values. Without going too much into detail, those values are tied to certain things. So, a shiny can only be male, and it has to have an HP stat at level 5, where we pick this Totodile up, of 20, and no more. $20, so we can check it again. It's not shiny. So we go again. What this means, all these optimizations, is that on the nickname screen, if we see that the Totodile is female, we can immediately reset. Save us some time. This one's male. Or, when we check in the party screen, if its HP stat is not 20, we can immediately reset. And as I said before, everyone, for those of you just joining, the chances are I will be continuing this hunt off stream. Because otherwise we'd have to wait till Wednesday every week to continue. Not shiny. Good. Pick your starter at SoCal side. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, true. The rival's just going to be waiting for days, weeks, maybe months for us to choose a starter, a first partner Pokemon. Thoughts on entrainment Swift Swim Love Disc with Kyogre? That's a lot of fun, Jack. I love that idea. Is Love Disc going to be the best option in Regulation Set G? I don't think so. But the creativity, full marks. Full marks, Jack. Absolutely love that. So, it begins. And just like in Safari Week, these are going to be some just chatting streams extraordinaire. 21, you see? So we can immediately reset that. Has to be 20 to have a chance of being shiny. Speed running sword for Calyrex Shadow Rider, Jack. Well, a bit of a hint as to, well, more than a hint. The answer as to the restricted Pokemon you're focusing on right now. Yes, if any of you here are shiny hunters rather than competitive players, I'm both. We have just re-entered Regulation Set G in the competitive format for Pokemon VG. That means that Restricteds and Legendaries are allowed. Restricteds are the Pokemon you'd see on the box art, like Miraidon, Koraidon, Lugia, in the case of Silver, etc. Six months to find a shiny, like your Chimchar hunt. Yeah, Casey. Yeah. Brutal. Brutal. But, you know, those Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl odds cannot be understated. Or, I mean, the odds are actually better than in Pokemon Silver, but the time doing the resets. I still need to resume my Arceus hunt on Shining Pearl, actually. I got to odds and then I haven't picked it up since. You saw it in practice. Love that, Jack. Skeleton outside when I had much idea. Yeah, exactly, Ronnie. Might run it for Grand Challenge. That sounds like fun, Jack. Sounds like fun. What are you referring to there, Ace, when you say it makes it more fun to watch? What specifically? And welcome in if you're just joining, everybody. Please do like and subscribe to make the very long quest that this will be worth it. We're going for Totodile right now, my favourite of the Generation 2 first partner Pokemon. In terms of the rest of the team, we have some targets in mind. Espeon is going to be one of them. I prefer that over Umbreon personally. I'll never forget when my Eevee first evolved into Espeon when I first played through Pokemon Silver. Very special indeed, because leveling up via happiness, it takes a long time. And so it was a real achievement when my Eevee evolved into Espeon. I don't think I was necessarily going for an Espeon specifically. Ooh, I just moved my keyboard a little bit too close. But we got an Espeon, and it was, yeah, meant a lot. So Espeon is one we'll be going for. We will, of course, be going for Kingdra. And yes, I do have another Game Boy and Pokemon Gold, so that I can evolve it. Of course, it's a trade evolution. It's also quite tricky to get the held item to evolve or Seadra into Kingdra. Kingdra is my favourite Pokemon, hence Chazingdra, hence the little Kingdra plush over my shoulder. Now, some of you might be thinking, but you also love Ledabur and Ledian. And that's true, and we could go for them in Silver. They are Silver exclusives. I think, though, I might change my mind on this, but currently I'm thinking that it's so underpowered. I don't know if it would see any play on the team, but maybe we'd have room for a slot like that. Maybe we would. In terms of the other targets, I think we want one that can fly. Skarmory would be amazing. I do have a link cable, Jack. Just jumping in now, I do have a link cable, so don't worry about that. Skarmory would be amazing. It's only a 5% encounter rate, though, and whereas in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, or just specifically Soul Silver because it's an exclusive, you can boost your odds by using Magnet Pull, for example, to make Steel types more likely to appear. Well, not boost the odds, but make you see more Skarmory than anything else. You don't have that luxury in Generation 2, so it would just be a 5% hunt, and that can in itself take like a year. I've seen some creators go for, so it might not be the most practical. So maybe a Xatu, I'm not sure. We'll see. And in terms of the 6th, oh yeah, and then thinking maybe Fortress as a target. I love the bug type. Again, I, called a Pineco, not really knowing what it was. And then when it evolved into Fortress, I was like, oh, right, that's what Kogi uses in the Elite Four. And Bug and Steel, I didn't know until later on through playing the game that it was a Bug and Steel type, and I thought that was really cool. So I'm thinking Fortress, but we'll see. And then the 6th slot kind of opening. It could be Ledian. It could be something else. There are all sorts of cool targets. I absolutely love Generation 2 and Johto, as many of you will know. So I'll firm up the last few members of the team. Oh, I need to move that number over, don't I? Let's put it here. But the for sure ones are for Alligator, Espeon, and Kingdra. Ledabur is a morning encounter only, Ronnie. Yeah, I would have to change the clock. Good point. Good point. But I think we can do that on this game. I'll have to double check. Yes, it will be a regulation set G for EOIC, Ace. Certainly will. And yeah, as we saw on my stream using Luca Cherubelli's World Championships winning team yesterday, Miraidon is a Pokemon that you've got to fear. It can deal so much damage. Oh my goodness. Dream Team Dog, that's me, Heath. How you doing? Welcome in, my friend. Welcome to the start of this new quest. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hop 2 finish. Congratulations, Jack. Beating the rival in Sword and Shield. I'm looking forward to playing through Sword and Shield again at some point. I haven't done so since my first playthrough. And that was the game that got me back into Pokemon. And at least we can see the screen better than we could with my Safari week hunting. And if that ever becomes an issue, I can swap around the camera so I have this slightly worse camera, or it's just off screen, filming my face, and the better camera filming the console. Hello, Burb. Good to see you. It's been a little while, hasn't it? You're lurking and listening while you work. You have this hunt going. What, the same hunt? You're also going for Totodile. Good luck and I hope it shines quickly. Thank you so much. Rest of the Shiny Team Quest all sounds fantastic. Thank you, Burb. Appreciate it. A seasoned Shiny Hunter as yourself. Hope you're having a merry day and appreciate you listening in. Okay, female. So we can immediately reset here because the shiny has to be male. How are you doing, Burb? It's been a little while. I realise you're working, so, you know, no rush or pressure to respond at all. But it's brilliant to have you here, as always. As it is with you all. A team of Lucas is cool. Certainly is, Ace, isn't it? So happy seeing Half-Flame Pokemon. It's your favourite Generation 9 Pokemon. Very nice. Why Half-Flame in particular? I think my favourite Ogre mask is Cornerstone. I love the colour scheme as well, the black and grey. We've asked this before, but if you haven't told me before, what are your favourite Ogre masks, everybody? Yeah. Watching Luca win Worlds. Wasn't doing it live, because the Hawaii time difference is very big as compared to the UK. But catching up on it, yes, so exciting. How are the levels for everyone, by the way? Is my voice too loud? Is the music too quiet? Let me know. You're doing all right. I'm glad to hear it, Heath. You're chilling and working. Very nice. A little conflicted. Trying to decide if you're going to shave the moustache or not. What do you all think, everybody? Does Heath, valued member of the community, shave their moustache? Let us know. I say, well, how long have you had it? How attached are you to it? These are crucial things that we need to know before you do. Do you want to keep it? Is it just your wife who wants you to, or your partner who wants you to shave it off? Your team has a good answer to Miraidon, but you keep losing to it. Yeah, Miraidon is just very scary, isn't it? You've got to lead correctly, really, against Miraidon, otherwise it will just blow through your team. Same with so many of the other restrictors like Calyrex too. Find Terrapagos easy. Well, that's a good start, Jack. Happy Halloween, Rachel. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Boo. Absolutely terrifying. Halloween is Rachel's favourite holiday. Welcome to a very special quest indeed. Shiny hunting for Totodile. And, well, Shiny Dream Team Quest. I wanted to stream a Dream Team Quest for a very long time, so it feels great to be starting. And those of you who have stuck around since the very beginning of the channel will know that in Safari Week last year, I was talking about this Silver Dream Team Quest. So it feels great to be starting. And yes, as I say, the chances are I will continue hunting off stream. I'll work on the specific backdrop for this Dream Team Quest as well, everybody. I realize it's a little bit bleak right now. I just wanted to get going with the quest as soon as I could, really. Start of the year, first shiny hunting stream of the year, kicking off a new quest. Level's good, excellent. Hello, Damien, good to see you again. How are you doing? How was your festive break? And Happy New Year to you. Hope your year's off to a very good start. Thank you for joining for the first installment of this very, very special quest. Oh, the Frostlass story running. I haven't read it in full yet. I'm so sorry. It's been such a busy day. I look forward to reading it, though. It's going to be my post-stream treat to read about your Frostlass story. Always love fire types. Appeals to you naturally. Fair enough, Ace. I know you think Ogamon's the best Pokemon, Jack. And yeah, Sword and Shield is beautiful, isn't it? I love the art style of Sword and Shield. It might be my favourite, actually, of the Switch era games. My favourite art style might be Sword and Shield. Thank you for the luck, Damien. I appreciate that. You were watching Pokemon Worlds live, Ace. Wow. Found a shiny Jupiter about 10 seconds after Luca won. Which you named after him. Fantastic. Luca. That's a good name for a Jupiter. Or Jupiter. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it supposed to sound like Jupiter or more like spider? All right. You've had your moustache since November. Of course. Yeah. If you want to show it on Discord, feel free, Heath. And yeah, anyone here who wants to join the Discord community, it's in the description below. It will be a pleasure to see you in Chazingdra's Chocolate Factory. Come share our love for all the treats the Pokemon video games have to offer. All my socials linked below as well. Support me on Patreon in the link below too. Make sure you check out my podcast, Chazingdra Chats, where you take a stroll through the life stories of people in the Pokemon community, discovering the 6 Pokemon on their dream team along the way. It's always an illuminating time, and the latest episode featuring Ross Gilbert, otherwise known as PTCG Radio, released today. It's on audio apps as well as on YouTube. He's full of charisma, full of enthusiasm. He's pursued his passion all his life, and it's paid off in dividends now. Had some really fascinating tales to share, so I hope you enjoy listening to the episode. You'll find that on the channel. First episode of the podcast of the new year. Those of you who have listened to it, what do we think? Did we enjoy the chat with Ross, and what do we learn from it? You'll be gone for a bit, Ronnie, but you'll be back. No worries. Christmas was good. You saw your mum. Very nice, Damien. Hope you had a fun family time. Those of you who are wondering why I reset there without actually checking the Totodile. A Totodile that's female cannot be shiny in Generation 2. Totodile that has an HP stat of above 20 cannot be shiny either. Just the way the values work in these games. So that's an optimization we can just reset when neither of those things are true. Do some of those viewer battles later someday? Yeah, at some point, Rachel, at some point. But this is a shiny hunting stream. If I do viewer battles at any point, it would be on a Tuesday. But yes, would love to at some point. Cornerstone, you also love the Cornerstone mask. Cool. Love to see playing the old school games on the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, exactly. Rachel, I'm all about the retro Pokemon games. Love them. You are one of the very first, Jack. You certainly are. One of the very first viewers. A valued member of the community too. Had your holiday for EYC rejected? Oh no! That's a shame, Damien. Just started playing through Sword. Oh, nice. Only played Shield before, but never actually played through the DLC. Oh, cool. Yeah. That will be a lot of fun, Casey. DLC is great for Sword and Shield. Plan down the line is Shiny Hunt Scyther in Silver. Ooh, cool. As part of the bug catching contest, Damien. That could be risky, but it could be great as well. You love the art style of Sword and Shield as well, Casey. Yeah. Essence of Pokemon. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I think I agree. What do you mean, Rod Gilbert, Damien? Why the call out to Rod Gilbert there? Try to be more optimistic this year. Good job. I feel like you're always pretty optimistic, though. You always come in with so much confidence. You enjoyed the episode with Ross. I'm very pleased, Casey. He does have an amazing story. And he is a lot of fun to be around, for sure. Yeah, it is fun to hang out with Ross. He's such a lovely person. Please you enjoyed. My attempt going to the Pokemon Center on the Saturday next month. You haven't booked a train or anything. I see. Well, there's sure to be some merch with your name on it, Damien. I have seen the Psyduck merchandise for EUIC, Jack. Very cool, isn't it? I like the sweater. I like the yellow sweater that they've got with Psyduck on it. That'd probably be the thing I'd be most tempted by. I love that they're leaning into Psyduck as well, rather than the incredibly competitive Pokemon. Then again, Psyduck is in Pokemon Unite, and it's, I guess, pretty good in that. I've never played Pokemon Unite, so I'd like to at some point. Glad you're good, Burb. Staying busy, especially with the holidays. Yes, of course. Always making time for a bit of hunting. Yeah, for sure. What's your favourite thing to do while hunting, Burb? What do you have on in the background? Podcast, film, YouTube? When I'm not streaming and hunting, I will probably have YouTube on in the background myself. You're going to buy it all. You're going to buy all the merch, Jack. I guess that is the optimism you're talking about, but also let's just keep things in perspective here. Thanks for providing some relaxing listening content. Well, that's very kind of you, Burb. It's my pleasure. I'm so excited for the start of this quest. You shall have all the duck. Didn't consider there'd be a Pokemon Center at EUIC, and your wallet and you are now in fear. Yes. Yes. Always the way, but there's always such amazing stuff, isn't there? Now, it's not going to look it to you. It'll just look the same, but there is a difference into my microphone setup, actually, which is really, really helpful. I now have a little microphone arm. Before it was balanced on some books, and I'd have to lean forward to talk into it, which not so good for the back. But now, and actually, I've just reminded myself that I can move this closer to me. Now, I can just sit back and move the mic closer to me. And it's amazing. So all these little optimizations that we make to our setup, I find them very exciting. God, seeing that 25 on screen, it brings me back to the days of Safari Week where we saw the number at maximum, I believe it was 51,879. Something like that. Let's hope it doesn't reach that number for Totodile. As I say, I do have a copy of Pokemon Gold. And if we reach desperate measures, then I can double up and start hunting on Pokemon Gold. I've only had one female in now 26 resets, and it's 7/8 chance to be male, so I guess, yeah, it kind of checks out. The wallet shivers in fear. Shivering, shaking, yes. So much cool stuff. I think I'm pretty good at restraining myself, though. Pretty good at not going all out in terms of the amount of merchandise on offer. I mean, it's always very tempting, don't get me wrong, but you've got to ask yourself the question, what would be really special? And also, like, what do I need? What would be useful to have now? Everything that's later, potentially, you can just, park for another day. Something to look forward to for another day. So you have YouTube on while hunting, Burb, podcasts, and even while watching some Netflix shows. Yeah, fair enough. I totally agree. You do have to have something else on while you're shiny hunting. That's what it's all about. The main activity is not the shiny hunt. It's the other content to get absorbed in. Let's not knock out our Safari, our shiny, the Safari Week shiny. Well, the Safari Week Charlie. Yes. I didn't knock out the shiny last Safari Week. I ran away from it. Accidentally, of course. Yeah. So strange to think that Safari Week is now half a year away. Less than. Wow. And that was the first streams I ever did. Crazy. Time flies when you're a streamer and you create content, I tell you. Anyway, those of you who weren't here yesterday, tell me, how were your festive breaks? And what do we do to celebrate New Year? Do we have any New Year's resolutions? Lay it all on me. I'd love to hear. I was saying yesterday, my New Year's resolution is simply to be more present. I feel like all too often, our brain, our heads will be giving us back chat. There'll be an inner monologue, dialogue, whatever you want to call it, going on, distracting us from what's happening in the here and now. So yeah, my main New Year's resolution, I think there are others, but they all kind of come off the back of being more present, is to be more present. How about everyone else? The most exciting thing about Birmingham Regionals and UIC is getting to meet people. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Ace. It is all about the community. I think also going to an event like Birmingham, a regional or international championships, you know that you have at least one thing in common with everyone there, and that is Pokemon. Of course. So you can kind of cut the small talk and make friends very quickly, I think. Holiday season was great. You watched Sonic 3 Peak Cinema. I haven't seen Sonic 3. I've never really played the Sonic games, to be honest with you. But yeah, it seems like people really enjoyed it. I was actually thinking, I haven't been to the cinema since, well, now we're in 2025, approaching 2 years ago. Crazy. And there are some films I want to see. I want to see the film Conclave. It was released recently. Of course, it's the award seasons. Tell you what, I used to be very up on seeing all the films nominated for Oscars and things like that. Less so in the past few years, or since the pandemic, really. But would like to... I think maybe I was too dedicated to just seeing everything I possibly could, whether I actually wanted to or not. So this year I'm looking forward to striking more of a balance of seeing the things that I want to see, but just getting to the cinema sometimes. But the film that everyone's talking about this year that won quite a few Golden Globes, or one of them anyway, one of the films, called The Brutalist, is 3.5 hours long. Personally, I've never seen a film that's 3 hours long that warranted being 3 hours long. And 3.5, yeah, I'm just not sure. I'm sure it's amazing, but a film that's that length feels like, well, maybe it should have been 2 parts, maybe it should have been a TV series or something. Concise storytelling is always something I value, I think. But, you know, I'm sure I'm speaking too soon. I'm sure it's a brilliant film. Your shiny hunting Kavana. What a cool shiny it is, Damien. What a cool shiny it is. And which game are you shiny hunting Kavana on? Your last resolution was back in 2009 when you decided to stop drinking. Okay. Fantastic, Damien. Well, stuck to your resolution. Pleased to hear it. Hats off to you for your perseverance with that. You'd pass on something that long. Yeah. Obviously, we can watch it in chunks, but in the cinema, you can't do that so easily, can you? Pokemon Shield. Cool. You doing random encounters, or are you hatching Kavana? Saw a 3-hour movie recently, but it doesn't really count as it was the theatrical compilation of 12-episode anime. Oh, I see. Compiled into 2 movies, they were shown at once. That's interesting, Ace. That's interesting. That's still, you know, a continuous 3 hours. So how did you find that experience? Did you find it a bit long? Or if it's an anime that you're particularly devoted to, maybe you loved it. Now, it's interesting. I hadn't played Generation 2 for, well, since childhood. Stay hydrated, everybody. But then over Christmas, as some of you know, or over the festive period, I started a new game on Pokemon Crystal. I actually hadn't played Pokemon Crystal before. Again, a cartridge, not the virtual console. And I've been loving that. I have beaten the first 3 gyms. No, 4 gyms. First 4 gyms. It's so good. I love Generation 2. Obviously, the new Pokemon games offer various new things, but for me, just the nostalgic sweet spot was when I played Generation 2, Pokemon Silver. And again, for those of you who weren't in the stream yesterday, how's my team for you? Rate my team. So, I chose Cyndaquil on that one, knowing that I'd be choosing Totodile on this Dream Team quest. You can catch Phanpy and Teddiursa early on. Pokemon Crystal, they appear in the morning. Teddiursa, the route that's just north of the first route in this game, that you hop down from Blackthorn City through, if that makes sense. That's where you find Phanpy and Teddiursa in the Dark Cave in the morning. So I've got those 2. You can get the odd egg in Crystal, which has highly boosted shiny odds. And so I kind of reset until it hatched into a shiny. It did hatch into a shiny Cleffa at one point. But because I already had the normal type covered with Teddiursa, I decided against going with that one. So then I kept hunting for it until I got a shiny Smoochum from the odd egg, which is very cool. Lance is going to be so much easier now when it's a Jinx. Also, Eevee, which I'm going for Umbreon in that game, since I'm going for Espeon in this one. That's a female, so we can reset. And the final one is Politoed, which would ultimately be... Poliwag, which would ultimately be Politoed. I want it to be a Generation 2 only Pokemon run on Crystal, which is the way I tend to play Pokemon games, to be honest. I know that Jinx isn't, but it evolves from a new Generation 2 Pokemon in Smoochum. So how's that team for you? So ultimately, Typhlosion, Ursaring, Donphan, Umbreon, Jinx, and Politoed. What do you all think? I'm excited for it. There might be some changes to the team along the way, but that's how it's looking currently. So, let me catch up on these messages. I've been rambling. Oops, and I accidentally spoke to Professor Elm, speaking of rambling. You're hatching Kavana in a lure ball. Very nice. Very nice, Damien. It's a good suit. Good match for it. The Lord of the Rings films. Oh, yeah. I think I was a bit young when Lord of the Rings came out to appreciate them, really. I should give them another go, I think, now I'm a bit older. I think the director's cuts of those films are like 3.5 hours long. Yeah, but good point, Casey. And you enjoyed the experience, that is cool. Favorite anime ever? Got to introduce your friend to it through the compilation. Oh, cool. And is your friend now loving the anime as well? Nice. What's the name of the anime as well, Ace? And also, if you weren't here for the stream yesterday, how'd you like my new headphones? I'm loving them, gotta say. The sound is really good. They're comfortable. They've got mesh on the ears here. And that means that your ears don't overheat, which I always find is a problem with over-ear headphones normally. So I'm thrilled with them. I love the look as well. I think they're cool. But what do you all think? You fell asleep through Godzilla. And you fell asleep through Lord of the Rings as a child. Understandable, Damien, understandable. You made some 2025 goals for yourself. Made some resolutions to be more present with your kids. Oh, nice. Well, same, as I said. You and I both aiming to be more present, Casey. Fun. Game plans to make happen too. Nice. Intrigued to hear more about those, Casey, if you want to share. Use Poliwrath. Fair Fair enough, Heath, but that is a Generation 1 Pokemon, so... Pretty awesome Generation 2 team. Thank you, Casey. I'm glad you enjoy it. I think I need to adjust the headphones a little bit because it sounds like the audio is only coming through one ear, but that's fine for now. Also, I found for my Spotify Wrapped, right, where it gives you your stats for the year in terms of what you've listened to, it was totally dominated by the music I play on stream. And I found that a bit sad. It wasn't a true reflection of the music I would listen to day to day. I'm genuinely tempted to set up another Spotify account just for streaming, so that my raps can be a better reflection of what I've chosen to listen to over the year. Anyone else who streams have that problem? Casey, did you experience that? You were -3 when First Lord of the Rings came out. Well, there you go, Ace. Have you seen them since? She's now into the anime. Great to hear. Brought you a figure of one of the characters for Christmas. Oh, wow. What a lovely present. Lovely, Ace. You're stuck for new gear. Gina got you a new microphone for Christmas. Ooh, nice. Wanting for a few years. That's the best, isn't it? When you've been holding out for something, and then you're gifted it. Amazing. I was tempted, I've got to say, to have the Gold Ho-Oh and Silver Lugia they released to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Gold and Silver, which, incidentally, is another reason why I'm starting this Dream Team quest now. It ties in very nicely. Celebrate the 25th anniversary of the games. I have them somewhere in the backdrop for streaming this, but I just couldn't justify it. But maybe at some point I will have the 25th anniversary Ho-Oh and Lugia. Anyone else get those? Damien, I believe you did. How are they? Poliwrath transcends generations. Bocky the Rock. Oh, you might have said that before, and I apologise if you had, Ace. Very light-hearted and funny series about a girl who joins a band. Extreme social anxiety. It's trying to resolve it throughout the series. That sounds really worthwhile. Want to do a focused one-on-one date with one of your children once a month. That sounds like a great idea, Casey. Sounds fantastic. Spending Sundays as your family unit. Park trips, lunch dates. Very cool. Yeah. Well, more than cool. Special. That's a brilliant idea, Casey. Long may that continue. Incidentally, if I do, and probably, to be honest, rather than if, when I do continue hunting off stream for this, I will be recording it. Because ultimately, this will end up, or at least the plan for now, this will end up as a video on the channel. Speaking of which, I have been working, late last year I was working on my script for finally releasing my Safari Week video. I know it's very late, but better late than never, and I hope to get into more of a rhythm with releasing videos. So I hope to be doing some filming for that this week, actually. If you weren't around for my Safari Week, then it was an epic, epic tale. It really was. Went more than 50,000 encounters before I found any shiny, and then when I did find a shiny, I accidentally ran away from it. It was a Venonat. Because I was just so in my rhythm of pressing buttons. Let's hope I've learned my lesson. It was a very, simple mistake to make. So, look forward to the epic quest that will be. Hopefully soon. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get that video out, to be honest, but by the time I get it out, it won't be too long, only like a few months until this year's Safari Week. Separate stream account. Yeah. For the Spotify, so it doesn't skew my Wrapped. Yeah, totally. Totally, Heath. All of your Spotify recommendations now, your music, your children are like, oh yeah, okay. You listen to Stream Meets non-stop. Yes, I've got Stream Meets playing right now. The album Secluded, everybody. Hope you're enjoying it. I'd like at some point this year to explore the other music, branch out, that I could play on stream. But, you know, there are always so many things, so many goals you can set yourself. So many things to sort out for your stream and making things look the best they possibly can. Like a layout for this Dream Team quest, which I'm looking forward to sorting. That's all about prioritizing, isn't it? One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Whenever you stream, you play music from YouTube or somewhere else. Oh, I see. Fair enough, Heath. Ace, sorry, yeah. That, makes sense. And Ace, yeah, I didn't realise that you streamed at all, actually, so that's good to know. That's good to know. I will keep an eye out. Oops. Gold and Silver plushes, they're so good, yes. Yeah. At some point, I'd love to collect those. There's also some other 25th anniversary Gold and Silver merch that I wish had released outside of Japan. The notebook was so cool. The backpack was so cool. Some keyrings they did. There was like Ruins of Alf sliding puzzle keyring. They nailed that. Even a trash can that at the bottom, obviously when it's empty, says in Japanese, the trash can is empty. Or check the trash can, but it was empty, sort of thing. It's so good. So good. And it's got a design of Johto around the outside, I believe. I hold out hope that we'll get those at some point, but maybe that's chances are slim now. $60k plus encounters and running away from it when you finally find it was such a boss move. Yeah, I remember very fondly the meme that you came up with, Heath, which might make an appearance in the video. You never know. So funny. Always promote Safari Week with last year's experience. Exactly, Casey, exactly. Safari skits as well. Very infrequently and usually spontaneously. Nice. Fair enough. Fair enough, Ace. Is that on Twitch or is it on YouTube that you stream? Going to start streaming frequently when you first got the new computer, but it's been 3 weeks since you last. Yeah, of course. I remember you streaming. You were doing Donkey Kong stuff, weren't you, Heath? Well, it's all about finding a time, isn't it? You want to find a balance. I guess it's only important to do it regularly if you want to take it especially seriously. Please do like and subscribe, by the way, everybody. We're approaching 100 encounters here. It's going to be a long quest, so we've got a shiny hunt 6. Not all of them are going to be reset hunts, of course. The random encounter hunts will be quicker, especially when we have the bicycle from Goldenrod. But the Eevee that we go for Espeon will be another soft reset hunt. You stream on Twitch, Ace, fair enough. And the Donkey Kong, yeah, exactly, Heath, exactly. Any other New Year's resolutions that people set? Would love to hear. And also, let's see, what was everyone's favourite thing that they received for the holidays. What was everyone's favourite gift? For me, right now, my answer is these headphones. I really like the design. The brand is Hi-Fi-Man. And they came highly recommended. I was looking online at articles about recommended headphones within a certain budget, and yeah, I couldn't be happier with these. They're very reasonably priced as well. What were other people's favourite gifts that they received? Since we were just setting up for this hunt, we won't be able to do as many encounters as we normally would for one of these streams, as I would hope. So we'll probably go up to at least 100 soft resets today. And then see, but yeah, I won't be streaming much past the hour. Coming up to 8 here in the UK. But I'll probably continue this hunt tonight, off stream. Record it. Keep your eyes on my socials for updates about this hunt. They're all linked below. I'm at Chazingdra, X, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok. And tune in tomorrow, 5:30-ish, 5:45 maybe, GMT, for the continuation of my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond solo Ledian run. Yes, I'm beating the entire game with just a Ledian, and we've beaten the first 4 gyms. It was tricky. It required some strategy and some help from the chat. But it's going well. Ledian's not doing too shabbily. And we're now at a point where Ledian actually obeys because we had to trade it over to a new file. You can't get Ledian early enough in the game. Well, it started as a Ledibur, actually. But it's now obeying, so that gives us hope. We might not have to deal with disobedience again on that run, which is insane. I cannot wait to continue it. It's going to be 5:30-ish tomorrow, GMT. See you there. I love that quest so much. Is Ledian even going to be able to beat the Elite Four? To be honest, there was a chance we weren't even able to beat the first gym, and we did, so all bets are off. We'll have to find out. Tomorrow, though, we've just reached Celestic Town, and I can't quite remember what happens in the story around then, but Gym 5 coming up at some point, I guess, soon. Might have a bit of Team Galactic to do first, but we'll see. We're in Celestic Town anyway. The gift you got was the figurine you mentioned before. Fair enough. That wins. Would have won even if it was monks. Oh well, what a lovely thing to say, Ace. Favorite gift was probably your raccoon skin hat. Not real. I'm glad it's not real. Yeah, that's wow. That strikes me as a pretty US thing. Heath, correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen animations, cartoons, and I've seen those kinds of hats in films and things, I think. Another question for you all. What was everyone's favourite film or TV show or what have you that you watched over the festive period? My mind immediately goes to the Simpsons movie. I watched that again for the first time in ages. I used to watch that film quite a lot. It's so good. I think they've done an incredible job with that film. It's the way they are able to include so many characters in a show that has so many characters in the film that's only like 70 minutes long, 80 minutes maybe. The way it's written, the threads that come in from earlier on in the film, the way it all ties up. It's so funny. Literally laugh a minute. Such a good film. Such a good film. We also watched the film Little Miss Sunshine, which is... I don't know if anyone here has seen it, but it's got a lot of heart, that film. Really enjoyed that. So yeah. What films did people watch? Oops. Annoying when you accidentally talk to him again. Delaying things. Started watching an anime called Freya. I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong. Freya and Beyond Journey's End, which I really enjoyed. Nice. Nice, Ace. What's the premise of that? Kind of a southern US thing. Yeah, exactly. I thought so. The Raccoon House. Big thing in Tennessee. Davy Crockett being from your state. Yeah, Davy Crockett. He... I want to say famous cowboy? Something like that? The OK Corral, I want to say. You're bringing back some memories here, Heath. Not that I was there, but memories of trivia, I guess. Yeah, understandable, Heath, and likewise. Love that, Heath. He's not Bono. Yeah. Irish Colin and Lisa wondering if his dad is Bono. Great quotage. What's a cool Netflix series called Missing You? Suspense detective type. Interesting. 5-6 episodes long. Cool. Hello, Kendricks. It has been a while. Welcome. I know you're a Generation 2 enjoyer, Kendricks. Well, good news for you. Shiny Dream Team Quest in Pokemon Silver. Obviously, not able to get in too many resets tonight. It's not too long before I end the stream, unfortunately. But... at least we've started. How are you doing, Kendricks? How was your winter break? How was your How are your New Year's celebrations? Do you have any New Year's resolutions? These are all the things we're talking about tonight. Always good to see you. Wyatt Earp is the OK Corral. I see, Casey. But still, I'm pleased that I knew that name. Because you don't hear anything about that kind of history when you do history at school in the UK. David Crockett. Yeah, I can't remember why they are famous. I apologise if that's remiss of me. I'm sure it is remiss of me. Welcome back, Rani. Welcome back. Did you have any New Year's resolutions, Rani? I look forward to reading your Frostlass story later on. I haven't seen a Game Boy Advance SP in ages. Gives you life. Yeah. Love the retro Pokemon gear. Sure, if you could do a good job explaining for your run. Oh, fair enough. Thank you for looking up a summary. I appreciate that, Ace. Have to head off now. Very nice, Jack. See you tomorrow for some Ledian. In Brilliant Diamond, soloing that game with Ledian. Have a merry rest of your day, Jack. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you had a good time. Spent it by yourself, but it was a lot of fun. Nice. Got to make some cinnamon rolls. Very cool, Kendricks. Remember to hydrate, everybody. I haven't been doing a good job of that. How did the cinnamon rolls turn out, Kendricks? I hope you were pleased with them. David Crockett was known for being a frontiersman and for fighting in the Texas Revolution. Remember the Alamo? Davey instead of David was a Disney idea. Oh, I see. Alamo. Okay. Frontiersman, Texas Revolution. Noted. Thank you, Heath. Thank you for plugging that gap in my knowledge for me. Always up for learning new things. That is one of the joys of life, I find. Trivia. Can't get enough of it. People call trivia useless. I know what they're coming from, where they're coming from, but trivia provides soul. There's so much more soul in things you don't need to know than things you do. It's quite profound, isn't it? I'm not sure how true it is, but we'll run with it. Wouldn't think much American history would happen in the UK history class. Yeah, I guess not. And likewise. Vice versa, I mean. Casey. But I'm just interested in learning new things. Don't have resolutions running. Oh, okay, fair enough. If you had to come up with one, what do you think it would be? It could be as simple as, like, read more, or, I don't know. That sort of thing. Follows the elf mage Frieren as she grapples with the passage of time and the fleeting lives of her human companions after their heroic quest ends. That sounds interesting. Fans love its exploration of lost growth and its stunning art and storytelling. That sounds great. That sounds really good. Thank you for finding that summary for us, Ace. You should be humble, but you love them. Well, no. Good. Here is the place where you can sing the praises of your cinnamon buns. I'm delighted to hear that, Kendricks. I'm sure, Ace, I think your writing skills, from what little I've seen, and I remember how I first encountered you, your dream team based on hearing Matt Absol Blogs Pokemon's episode of Chazingdra Chats. You expressed yourself very well in that, so I think you're doing yourself a disservice there. At some point, we will have 2 female Totodile in a row, probably. The odds are. Which is highly unlikely. So that'll be exciting. It's all about having those mini goals along the way. To live is to learn. You two are always in pursuit of knowledge. You and me both, Ace. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. What was a lot of fun, Ace? Sorry, I've... I can't remember what you're referring to there. I think there's a bit of a delay on YouTube. In terms of people sending messages in the chat and them coming through. Or maybe it's just a delay. I am, you know, a minute or 2 ahead of, or half a minute ahead of what you see on stream. New Year's Eve resolutions. So be present. We talked about that one, Heath, and love that. Have more fun. Be more active. Put on an album of at least 7 songs by the end of the year. Put out an album. Oh, I see. Good for you. Good for you, Heath. That's a fantastic resolution. Cannot wait to hear that music. I think you shared something in the Discord community as well, didn't you? Earlier today. I need to catch up on the messages in the community. But that's fantastic. Very exciting. Discord community link below, everyone, for anyone who's interested. Have more fun. How are you going to go about having more fun, Heath? I think that's a really good resolution. Oh, I've just realised there's another optimization that we can do for this hunt. Remiss of me not to have done this before. Put our text speed to... oh. It already is. And I've already changed the frame type to 7. It might not stay as type 7. But, okay, well good. We're already on fast speed. To be honest, I think I would have noticed if the text hadn't been on fast speed just by itself. Your dream team of 6 Pokemon. Oh, yeah, the post that you did. Yeah, that's how I first came across you guys. Very, very cool. It meant so much that you did that. You know, as someone who just puts this podcast out into the abyss. It's brilliant to see it speak to someone so much. Speaking of the podcast, who has listened to the interview that I did with Ross Gilbert, PTCG Radio, that came out today? Hope you all enjoyed it. I absolutely loved talking to Ross. Does anyone have plans for the new year already? Like, do you know where you're going on holiday already, for example, over the summer if you are? Or any particularly big dates in the diary for 2025, everyone? I'm not sure I do, to be honest. Yet. Potentially Italy for a family birthday at some point. Which would be amazing. I love Italy. But yeah. Plans are young for the year, appropriately. But your first Spotify song in the music section. Cool. Not included in the 7 songs. Yeah, fair enough, Heath. Fair enough. I want to write some new stuff. But that's great. I look forward to listening. Enjoy the podcast. The struggles with finding days off at his job. Yeah. Incredible. Ross was a teacher. Realised he wanted to cast. Back when casting was a fairly new thing for Pokemon. So this was like 2016, I think he said. And he wouldn't be able to do the casting alongside teaching. Or ordinary teaching jobs, because it's hard to take days off. And he'd have to take a Friday off to go to the events, he told us in the episode. And so he had to face the decision to, do I take the far less stable career of casting or do I stick with teaching? He went with the casting. He also was looking for teaching jobs and would say, you know, going into a job interview, he would email to say, I will ask for some time off for random days for casting commitments. Just to warn you, and if that's an issue, let's not waste our time. Let's just call it the end of the road here. And everyone would be like, oh yeah, sure, no problem, we'll talk about it at the interview. And then he'd get there, and he'd say, so, is that okay? And they say, oh, you're serious? Oh, no, you can't do that. And it was just a big waste of everyone's time. But yeah, Ross committed, and here he is, very, very successful YouTube channel. Casting, a partner with Pokemon now. So there's all sorts of brand things. Very cool. Anyway, that episode came out today. And it's on the channel. Stream won't be going on for too much longer, so you can check it out. After this stream even. Do your own shiny hunting. Alongside the stream. Speaking of which, what's everyone doing alongside the stream tonight? Are we doing some shiny hunting? Are we doing some battling? You're lucky you never work on Fridays. Oh, that is lucky, Ronnie. That's lucky. You'd take a different approach if you had another go at making a dream team now. That's interesting, Ace. What different approach would you take? What do you mean by that? Sister's coming to visit in March, but besides that, you don't have anything planned. Nice to look forward to, though, Kendricks. And March will come around quick. Certainly will. Hello, Lithorium. Welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Just a little regulation set G prep for you. Cool. Hope it's going well. What restricted are you thinking of running, Lithorium? And I saw a little TikTok that you did earlier when I posted the advert of the episode with Ross. Little TikTok talking about the restrictors that you're most scared of. Very much enjoyed that, and I know that one of your resolutions was to make more content, so hope you're pleased with how that came out. Nice idea. Oop, female. We reset. If the Totodile is female, or if its HP stat is above 20, then we can just immediately reset, because it cannot be shiny the way shininess works in Generation 2. For anyone who wasn't here earlier on in the stream. Welcome in, everyone, if you're just joining. The stream won't be going on for too much longer, actually, but would hugely appreciate any likes and subscribes. Recently hit 600 subscribers. Hooray! So thank you for helping me reach that milestone. 650, next milestone coming up. All likes and subscribes really do go such a long way. I know everyone says it, but it's true. So it'd be hugely appreciated. You were practicing a few minutes ago, trying to make Kingdra work. Hey, love to hear that, Kendricks. Kendricks, you and I haven't talked about the fact that Kingdra won the last major tournament of Regulation Set H in Toronto. How incredible was that? Oh my goodness. Coming from nowhere. I talked about it so much on stream. And then Wolfglit goes and pilots Kingdra to actually win. Can't believe we didn't talk about that on stream yesterday, actually. My favourite Pokemon. One of Kendricks's, one of Heath's in the chat as well. actually won. Unbelievable. How hype was that? And for anyone who's not so familiar with competitive, it hasn't seen the most play for years and years. Thank you so much for the luck, Emerald. Always a pleasure to see you. Welcome in. Making art and praying you arrive safely at home tonight with the snow. Ooh, yeah. Stay safe, Ronnie. Hope the snow is manageable for you. I think snow is always so exciting, but yeah. Very hazardous for travel and things. Hope all goes well, Ronnie. Have more fun to not accept to do things you don't enjoy. Yeah, fair enough. Just doing things you enjoy, yeah. I like that, Heath. There's got to be a balance, hasn't there? I think it's important for us all to do things that we might not immediately want to do at some points. But, yeah, I like that philosophy anyway. You're not caught up on the podcast? Yes. Enjoy, Heath. It's a really fascinating insight that Ross gives us. Currently eyeing up Calyrex Ice. Obviously, that Lithorium, yeah. Very, very threatening restricted Pokemon. Aiming to get more content going. Better quality prepped already. Nice. No, of course, Lithorium. Loved it. Sometime in the near future, your brother, uncle, and you are supposed to play music for someone. Oh, cool. Very nice, Heath. Well, all the very best for that. Wow, exciting times for 2025 for Heath. Yeah, Kingdra Emerald. Welcome in, Emerald. Always a pleasure to see you. Hope you're having a merry day. Hope it's about to get merrier from this stream. Need a Chazingdra chats with Wolfie. Ronnie, it's on my radar. It's on my radar. And Politoed as well. Exactly, Emerald. The victory that Wolf had at Toronto. Just like my first Grand Challenge team that Kendricks was the inspiration for. Built. I just changed the one Pokemon to Mousehold. Wow, that was all the way back in the end of September. God, does not feel like that long ago. Time is crazy, isn't it? Goodness me. You certainly do have that Pokemon tattooed on your leg, Heath. Kendra really did do that, Kendricks. It was incredible. Use both of them to get to Master Ball. Go Master Ball on the final day of... Oh, no. To get to Master Ball on the final day of ranks. Nice. Congratulations, Emerald. Lovely to reach Master Ball with some underused Pokemon. Cinderace next. So both of our heroes can win. Oh, yeah. Cinderace has seen a bit of play in Regulation Set H. I think Regulation Set G is going to struggle more. But that's a lovely thought. Ace, certainly. Team was Johto Kingdra, Politoed Kingdra, Johto Rain Duo. Incineroar, Gothitelle, Annihilate, and Rillaboom. Ooh, went 6-2. Very cool, Emerald. Gothitelle as well. Trapping in opponents. Sounds fun. Of course, with Parasong too. Using your favourites to get to Master Ball. That's the best, isn't it? As Karen says, in this very game that we're playing, Generation 2. Truly skilled trainers try to win with their favourites. Too often, people agree to do things because others want them to. It's true. We accept because we don't want to disappoint, but you can't please everyone and you only have one life to live. It's true, Heath. Very wise words indeed. Very wise words indeed. I do think that sometimes, though, we don't necessarily know what we're going to enjoy or not. And we actually end up enjoying something far more than we would... Oh! Was that two females in a row? We had a female very recently, if not. But I've been talking about the fabled 2 females in a row, only a 1/8 chance. Yeah. It's about striking that balance, isn't it? Sometimes you're going to enjoy things more than you realise, and it's good to have no experiences, but sometimes, yeah, you need to stick to your own plan. Oh, I nearly reset then. Whew. It is a hunt that keeps you on your toes, this one, because you're resetting at different points, depending on the reset. Which is good. Keeps you lively. Not too lulled. But we are all only human. There, I'm sure at some points will be the odd accidental reset. I see, Heath. Fair enough. Totally understand that you can't name names. Yeah, Regulations at G, certainly some much stronger Pokemon. Those legendaries. Another female, wow. And restricted. Welcome in, everyone. Please do make sure we are liking and subscribing. Would mean a huge amount. We're going to get up to 100 resets and then stop for the night. I will be continuing with shiny hunting for this Dream Team quest off stream because I think it would be silly not to, really. We've got 6 targets to find. Over the course of this entire playthrough, this entire quest. So I want to get in as many resets as I can. And I only currently stream shiny hunting on Wednesdays. Which wouldn't give us enough time. Hydrate. Best be off? Fair enough. Thank you so much, Ace. Always a pleasure to hang out with you. Have a very merry rest of your day. See you next time, maybe tomorrow for some Ledian. Always a pleasure hanging out. Have a good one. Don't reset over a shiny. I know, Ronnie, I know. Jack and I were talking about that earlier. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Of course, there's a chance that you could reset over a shiny without actually seeing the stat screen. So you'd never know if it was shiny or not for this particular hunt. But yes, for anyone tuning in for the first time, I did run away from a shiny Venonat in Safari Week last year. Accidentally, of course. And if you weren't tuning into yesterday's stream, I do VGC on Tuesdays, shiny hunting Wednesdays, and some kind of other challenge on Thursdays. Currently, it's trying to beat Pokemon Brilliant Diamond with just a Ledian, hence the sitting cutie over my shoulder. It's one of my favourite Pokemon. Underrated, pretty weak, pretty feeble in terms of its stats, and I want to prove that it shouldn't be quite so underrated. Or at least, you know, just give it the victory lap it deserves. Anyway, yesterday I was using Luca Cherubelli's World Championships winning team from the 2024 season. Very strong team. Had a lot of fun. Won 7 matches and only lost 1. Took us on a near undefeated run to Master Ball tier. Very satisfying indeed. The video on demand is on the channel right now from yesterday, so do check that out. Important to get to know, even if it's not a team that you plan to run, it's going to be a very popular team in Regulation Set G, having won the World Championships. So important to know how it works. That was a lot of fun. Hello, Bob. It certainly has been a while. Welcome to the stream. Happy New Year. How was your winter break? And welcome to a very special quest. Shiny Dream Team quest in Pokemon Silver, my favourite game of all time. How you doing, Bob? Stream won't be going for too much longer. We'll be getting to 100 soft resets and then ending the stream. But I'm glad that you're able to catch the last bit of it. Do you like it's hard to get a shiny in older generations? Yeah, I know what you mean, Kendricks. I think the shiny odds, etc., and methods in later games has a place, but I also love the retro games. And, you know, even more of a challenge. Very satisfying. The Ledian challenge. I haven't been in the streams in forever. I can't remember the last time you were here, Kendricks, but it doesn't feel like too long ago to me. But yeah, hope you can make it tomorrow, 5:30/5:45 GMT for more soloing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond with just Ledian. We've beaten 4 gyms. There's some pretty good progress on that quest. Good news. Has something to do with Palkia. Okay, Bob. I think I know where this is going. Tell us. Tell us, Bob. Have you by any chance found a shiny Palkia? And remind me what game you were hunting that in. But love to hear good news from a shiny hunt on a shiny hunting stream. Even more motivation. Oh, you're going to double hunt. Oh, I see. So I haven't found it yet. Okay. Very cool. Very cool, Bob. Yes, well, if this hunt for Totodile goes on too long, I do have a copy of Gold as well and another Game Boy, so we could double up. The whole point of a Dream Team quest, though, is that it's only on one save file. Bit of dust that was annoying me there. But, you know, we'll have to see what's feasible, won't we? I did not find it. Well, I hope you find it soon. Ricky Chops, hello! Welcome to the stream. Always a pleasure to see new people here. Thank you for stopping by. We won't be streaming for too much longer, unfortunately, but you certainly can shiny on Gold and Silver. The red Gyarados is in Gold and Silver after all. My first ever random shiny was in Silver, this very copy. This is my childhood copy of Pokemon Silver. It was a Kakuna very early on in the game. So yes, you can. Are you a shiny hunter yourself, Ricky? Always a pleasure to see someone new in the stream. You'll be there for tomorrow. Nice! Play that challenge with Corsola, just fun. Interesting. So why Corsola, Kendricks? That's a fun choice. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the Ledian stream, Kendricks. And as many of you as can make it. Can always be shiny, Bob. Can always be shiny. Been a great December. Though your latest full Oz shiny was in August. Your birthday. Your very good New Year and Christmas. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear. And I hope that you get another shiny soon, Bob. Wow. That's a long drought. But you know what that means. You'll due multiple shinies in quick succession. Another female. Quite a few females on tonight's stream. Only a 1/8 chance. Forgot about the Gyarados. Yeah. Fairly crucial, Ricky. One of your favourite Generation 2 Pokemon. Fair enough. Yeah, Corsola. It's also a very underrated Pokemon, I think. A bit like Ledian. Barely any trainers use it in the game. Hard to find. You have to fish it up in Olivine, I believe. I remember the first time I encountered a Corsola. And again, I'd never seen one before. I was so excited. I could easily do a water monotype run of this quest, actually. I did a water monotype of Soul Silver in Lockdown, which I loved. Oh, so much fun. That monotype run. But, I don't know. Then it's not so much a dream team, is it? Then it becomes something else. You love shiny hunting. You recently purchased 2 copies of Pokemon Crystal. Ooh, cool. Good for you, Ricky. Well, good luck for your hunt. Cyndaquil, your favourite Generation 2 first partner Pokemon then? Channel memberships coming up as well, everybody, for this very channel. Very exciting time. So anything you particularly want to see, do say in the chat. Channel memberships, something I'll be chipping away at sorting out. I need to find someone to design emojis, badges, and things for the channel, actually. That's might be my next step. But yeah, anything you want to see, let me know. I've got my Discord community link below too, so if you want to suggest something off stream and hang out, share our love for all the treats the Pokemon video games have to offer, then hop into Chazindra's Chocolate Factory. Would love to see you there. Going for... you got a Rare Mark Scizor in Violet. Ooh, the only shiny with no sandwich. Wow. What a Rare Mark Pokemon to have. And I've got the Rare Mark Yanma from Teal Mask. So you and me with our Bugs Bob. Go for shiny Fennekin on X and Y. Yeah, those are long resets, aren't they? Long resets. But very cool target. Right, everyone, this is the last one. The last check to reach 100 for this stream. Are we going to have a shiny Totodile to end things? Odds are 1 in 8,192, so the odds suggest no, we won't. But it can happen at any time. It can happen at any time. Doing Outbreak, 3 shiny with sandwich, and right after shiny Sizzle with Rare Mark. Wow, so it wasn't even shiny boosted odds, necessarily. Whew, that's incredible. Oh, it's a female. But you know me. I always do a bonus. I always do a bonus. So let's see. And I will move that 100 for a future stream. Let's see if we end with a shiny. Monotype runs are pretty fun. Yeah, Monotype run, maybe I'll do at some point. But Dream Team Quest is different, I think. Because then it wouldn't be a Dream Team, would it? Kindra badge. Yes, absolutely Kendrick. Just that is on my list. Steals because you found a shiny Klinklang Rare Mark. Oh, wow. In Sword. In 20 what? That's incredible. The steals I see as well as your Scizor, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough, Bob. All right. Time to check this Totodile. Are we going to be shiny? Ah, 21. Has to have an HP stat of 20 to be shiny. So, no. No, it will not. Now, let me move this 100. There we go. There we go, everybody. So, no shiny to end the stream. And encounters for you is how you found that Klinklang. Wow, 20 encounters. That is crazy. Shiny Rare Mark. Unbelievable. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining. It's been such a pleasure hanging out with you all. I haven't done a sort of just chatting shiny hunting stream like this really since, well, I guess Fossil Week last year, and it feels great to be doing this again. So thanks so much for hanging out, especially for the start of such a special quest. For me, I mean, this is my childhood copy of Pokemon Silver in the console right there. And so, you're going to focus? There we go. There it is. There's little Lugia poking their head up. Hello there, how's it going? That's how Lugia sounds, if anyone wasn't aware. So, to kick this off, and this is a quest that I've been planning for ages, or wanting to do for ages. I first talked about it during Safari Week last year. It feels great to have got underway with it. I'm sorry again that the stream was a little bit late tonight. Again, I was getting things set up for it, releasing the next episode of the podcast, so all sorts of things to focus on before I could start. But we did, and I have streamed for a little bit later and longer for you all tonight as a result. So, there you go, balances out. But next week we should be on time for some Pokemon Silver shiny hunting. Totodile, the first member. I need to just confirm the final few members of the team. As I say, Kingdra's definitely going to be on there. Espeon's definitely going to be on there. And the other 3, I'll just confirm that over the next few days. So, looking forward to seeing how the shiny Dream Team will shape up. Do like and subscribe if we've enjoyed, everybody. Recently hit 600 subscribers, which is wonderful. Now help me along to 650. That would be incredible. All my socials linked below. Chazingdra on TikTok, X, Blue Sky, and Instagram. It'll be a pleasure to have you following along on there. I've got my Discord community link below as well, so we can continue to hang out off stream, share our love for all the treats that the Pokemon video games have to offer in Chazingdra's Chocolate Factory. Got my Patreon link below as well if you want to support me as a creator, and of course you get access to the bonus content from Chazingdra Chats, my podcast, where we take a stroll through the life stories of people in the Pokemon community, discovering the 6 Pokemon on their dream teams along the way. Plenty of exciting guests lined up for this coming year for the podcast, so make sure you're liked and subscribed with notifications turned on so you never miss an episode and as to when I go live. Ross Gilbert's episode came out today. Pokemon trading card game caster and phenomenally successful content creator for the Pokemon trading card game as well. Don't miss that. He's full of charisma. He's will help you beat those January blues for sure. Had a fascinating time talking to Ross, so make sure you tune into that. Plenty more episodes of the podcast on the channel too. I'll be back around 5:30 tomorrow GMT to continue our Ledian quest. I'm so excited. You got Ledian over my shoulder there. You can see how excited Ledian is to get going. Iris, our Ledian, ready to continue to dominate Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. We are soloing the game of that Pokemon. We have beaten 4 gyms now. I'm loving it. And I know you will too. So I'll see you tomorrow, 5:30 GMT, right on this channel for that. Well, that being said, everybody, let me just catch up on these messages here. Next time you're sure. I'm not entirely sure, Lithorion, but thank you for the positivity there. Might take a good few streams for us to find this, but I will be continuing the hunt off stream just to give us some leeway, because it would be a very, very long quest if not. See me with Shiny Palkia 100%. Yes, Bob. Get that Shiny Palkia. We all believe in you, Bob. Nice seeing you again as well, Kendricks. Glad you had a good festive period. Glad the cinnamon buns turned out so well, and a Happy New Year once more. The memories indeed. And have a very merry evening to you as well, Ronnie. Thanks so much, Ricky. Thanks so much for dropping by. Hope to see you in a future stream or in the Discord community linked below. Pleasure to hang out with you. Thanks so much, Casey. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day as well. Thank you so much for the Ledian luck as well. Thank you so much, Totodile on the roads. That'd be lovely. See you soon, friend, indeed. Good luck for your Rapidash hunting, Casey. Hope that goes very well for you. Thanks so much for hanging out for so long, Casey. I think you were the first person in chat today. Wonderful to see you still here. Thanks so much. Have a merry day to you as well, Lithorium. You take care, Kendricks. Definitely get the shiny next stream. Thank you so much, Lithorium. Wise words indeed. Just keep as strong. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep focused on the fact that it could happen. Love that positivity. And positivity is something you do so well, Lithorium, and something I do so well as well. Have to with the surname Merriman. So everyone, thanks so much. See you tomorrow, 5:30, for some Brilliant Diamond run with Ledian. Just scrolling down so I can reach the thanks for joining me screen. Thanks again, everyone. Always a pleasure. Have a very merry rest of your day.